All right, good morning, everybody. I'm Ashley Gotts. I guess I'm wearing a couple different hats today. I am the chairman of the Marion Chamber of Commerce, but I'm also the president of the Marion Park District. And I guess, unfortunately, since our director is in quarantine, I'm also going to be acting on behalf of our director, Jack Reed, who's our director of Parks and Recreation for the Park District. So I'm going to read what Jack was going to say, and then I'll go into everything else. But just to give you guys a little bit of a background, Heartland Rotary of Williamson County contacted the Marion Park District regarding construction of a pavilion at Fosse Park at our Heartland Regional Medical Center all-inclusive playground. Heartland Rotary was able to secure funds from a grant offered through Rotary International and through fundraising activities for the project. The grant helped the Marion Park District with the cost of the pavilion, which was approximately $5,000. The Park District staff began construction of the pavilion in mid-October 2020, and the project was completed in mid-November of 2020. Handicapped accessible picnic tables were also constructed by Park Service. The Marion Park District Commissioners, Director, and staff would like to thank Heartland Rotary and the community for their continued support. Marion Park District would like to add additional pavilions to the area in the future. If any of you guys are interested, you can reach out to Director Reed or any of our administrative office or any of our commissioners. If you know of an organization that would be interested in supporting the Marion Park District's construction of new or additional pavilions. From being the president of the Park District, this project was a very important piece, to me, and we've been fortunate to be able to have this open for about a year and a half or so. And coming by and driving by this all the time, this is obviously one of the most active places, in our park system. And you get to drive by, see, happy faces, parents, kids, grandparents, siblings, whatever it may be, getting to play on this, and being able to use everything, from every standpoint. It's nice, though. We'd always had a vision of being able to put some kind of pavilion up here that was able to continue to meet the needs of that inclusivity. And with the Rotary's help in being able to do this, not only could we get something built for a good price, but actually through both Rotaries with having to fashion this picnic table allowed our Park Services guys to use that as a template and start to build our own. And I'm happy to say, from a park standpoint, over the winter we're going to start fabricating those particular types of handicap accessible picnic tables in every one of our shelters throughout our entire park system. So we're going to make sure that not only can you have everybody in this shelter, but any of the shelters that you see out through here, we're going to make sure that there's at least one, hopefully two or three, depending upon the size of the shelter, that will be available and be handicap accessible. So be in Fosse Park, be in Ashley Park, be in Harrison Bruce Park, whatever, Pyramid, wherever you may see a shelter, that's what we're going to try to have as well. So we're thankful for you guys, being willing to step out and help us and partner with us. And then I'm also always grateful to our staff, to be able to take things and do things that we don't have to, third party farm out or anything else. I mean, we got great guys that can pretty much do anything and everything that we ask. And I think Commissioner McReynolds would echo that sentiment as well.
Talk to him about it.
Yeah. So, okay, flipping gears again, as a chamber president or chairperson, I love seeing the partnerships that we have, not only with any of our taxing bodies, our government entities, with the city, with all the nonprofits, through businesses, because we all know that for the city, as we try to get people to come in or engage and use our city more, or to maybe transplant themselves into another area, things like this are what attract people. And it's great that you guys see the benefit, our businesses see the benefit to be able to support all these great causes. And again, the chamber is always trying to help and foster those relationships as well. So it's just great to see that in our eyes. So with that being said, I know I talked a lot. Park District's my passion. Sorry, that's the way it goes. But I'm going to ask Senator Fowler, would you like to say anything?
I'd just like to say congratulations, and it's what a great enhancement it is to the park. I love driving by and seeing all the kids out here playing at the park and all the families involved, and it's just it's a fabulous sight to see. So thank you to the Rotary for everything the Rotary does. I'm proud to be a Rotarian myself, and what a great organization, great enhancement. So congratulations. Thank you all very much.
Representative Severin?
So just to echo what he said and what you've said also, just what's exciting about this project is the upgrades that continues to happen not only in the park but also in the city and the community, and so it's awesome. It's encouraging with all the negative pandemic mess going on that we're moving forward with things and not letting life stop. So appreciate that, and also the support in the community, and everybody's excited to be a part of it. And the other thing too is when this started, it was this size, and as it expands, people are like, hey, I want to get involved with this. So I'm looking forward to what the next project's going to be too. So thank you very much. Merry Christmas. And I was going to do fun, but as a cheer, but we'll do that when we can get away with that and not get in trouble. So all right.
Mayor Absher, would you like to say anything?
Nothing like going last. All the good material's already taken. So I get to maybe just accentuate a couple of things that were said, and I want to specifically zoom in on a word you mentioned, which is the word engaged. It was probably something I would have said had you not said it already, but of course the city itself is blessed to have the Park District, which kind of does its own thing. The city does its own thing. So we're taking no credit whatsoever. That being said, we're very thankful for the Park District and the collaborations that you have developed and the vision that you had for this to begin with. But on the engage part, there's so much talk and sometimes so little action when people in office or whatever talk about revitalization or getting businesses to move here and this kind of thing. And so much of it is lost on so many people about the engage part. Rotary is a great example of the kind of engagement that is needed to sustain a community. Like you said, people look for these kinds of developments and others that it doesn't seem like on individually that they're that maybe critical to get somebody to move here, but in mass, as they add together, the sum of those becomes more than the whole. And these are exactly the kinds of things that when we're talking to companies specifically about locating here, believe it or not, they ask about these kinds of things. Everybody always wants to think, oh, they ask what kind of tax breaks they can get. It's actually not what happens first. They do ask, it's not what they ask first. They ask about these kind of amenities and accoutrements for their employees and the families of those employees, because that's what's necessary for their employees to stay engaged. Which brings me back to this word that you mentioned. So the fabric of our community in these kinds of things is absolutely weaved by organizations like Rotary. And for that, I want to thank you. This is a great example of service above self, and this is not the only example that Heartland Rotary obviously has provided to our fair city, and that's so appreciated. So thank you and congratulations to all of you.
Commissioner Reynolds, do you have anything you want to add, or Commissioner Gardner, I know you're here, is there anything?
I think everything's good.
Okay. I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize two people that are here as they came in. As I mentioned, this is the Heartland Regional Medical Center all-inclusive playground, and we have Nick Cunningham, the CEO of Heartland, and Will Davis here as the Assistant CEO representing them. But this wouldn't have happened without their commitment, to this project and the vision that we had. So again, very appreciative of that. So at this time, I'm going to ask if anybody wants to get in, and we'll go ahead and cut the ribbon.
Brittany would like to say.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. Brittany, I apologize.
That's okay.
My
I just want
fault.
to thank everybody for coming out. We were really excited to be able to partner with the Marion Park District to make this happen. We raised funds through different fundraisers that we've done, as well as we obtained a district grant through our district Rotary. So without things like that and the support of our community, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we get to do. I'm excited. This is probably one of my favorite projects to date that we've done, and it's something that we hope a lot of families utilize and take joy in, as they come and with their friends and family to the park and have a safe place to come to and hang out. So thank you all again, and we are very, very proud to have partnered. Big shout out to the Park District for providing the labor, as they are the ones that did all the hard work and built all this. So again, thank you everybody who contributed to that. So Jack, Kim, and I'm not sure your name. I'm sorry. I wish I knew everybody's name. So yes, thank you, and we're excited to be here, and we're excited. So.
Thank you.
All right, everybody here?
Thanks,
We counting down. What are we doing?
Started at